ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Move aside, Brock Purdy. It's Mac Jones season in the Bay.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good peep. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. It is a feel-good Friday. It is a football Friday, and I know that there's one young man who is feeling better than most right now. C-Cat is on the other side of the glass, on the ones and the twos. We had a watch party, a Thursday night watch party at a bar unknown. C-Cat, myself, Tina, Todd Fleming pulled up. Todd Fleming and Maria pulled up. Todd Fleming from the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches. We all watched as Cat donned the pinstripes, the 99 Aaron Judge jersey, his superhero, and C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, and we all watched as the Yankees pulled off the unthinkable.
All right.
They did. David beat Goliath.
Stop that.
And those Yanks, those underdogs, those scrappy fellas from the Bronx got it done against the Red Sox. Congratulations, Cat.
I hugged so many strange men last night. I was grabbed. Like, you saw me against my will sometimes following my will. Just getting tossed around.
Yeah. Yeah.
A couple of drinks deep. And it scared me a couple of times. Like, there'd be a base hit to right field, a one on with 2 outs, and then a dude would come up behind me like, yeah, and just give me a stranglehold.
That one play, who was it that made the third baseman made the catch?
Yeah, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon makes that catch, I want to say like in the 7th inning or so.
It was late, I think the 8th.
He makes that catch falling into the Red Sox dugout.
Mm-hmm.
And the play happened so fast. The issue was we were at a bar that had a trifecta of events going on, right? And depending on who was there, depending on who was at your table, their sole focus was on one of 3 said events, right? So last night, clearly, Thursday Night Football, you have the Rams, you have the Niners. There were some people who were locked in on that game, which was being streamed on one of the televisions. Then there were people who were obviously there for Yankees, Red Sox. The dude in the Jeter jersey, he's the one that grabbed you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was wearing my Judge 99. He was wearing his Jeter number 2 from one captain to another. Mutual respect.
And the most distracting and the loudest and maybe even the thing that had the most people in said bar engaged that was going on the whole time was karaoke. It was like a very – how the hell did we end up at a karaoke joint on a night like last night?
I'm pretty sure the owner – was there, and he had like a sour look on his face because he had the remote.
Yeah.
And he was like sitting there cross-armed watching the Yankee game. I assume he was a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
He was very heavily invested in it. And he just worse frown on his face when he saw karaoke going. And it wasn't a pop-in karaoke thing.
No, it wasn't.
You said the most attention went to the karaoke. I don't think that's the truth. I think that the most volume was the karaoke.
But that was the issue.
Yeah.
That was the issue is like the people who were there for the karaoke won because they were the loudest. They controlled the speakers in the joint.
Yeah.
I will say, so maybe there was, like, if you had to estimate, like 25 to 30 people in that bar.
Sounds good, yeah.
And I would say about 10 to 12 of them were, like, locked in on karaoke all night, just passing the mic from each way. They might as well did that at home.
It was the cast of Glee.
Yeah, like, it was a theater group.
They're only missing the wheelchair guy. Like,
Yeah.
that was the cast of Glee.
They were literally there for the karaoke.
They were trying to get us involved.
Yeah, they
like,
were.
for their friends singing, they're like, come on, you know the words, clap along. It's like, dude.
Literally in the middle, and these are pivotal times in both games. Like,
Yes.
I think it was in the middle of the 4th inning when the Yankees were making their stretch, and we're like, celebrating at the table and stuff. A dude comes over to our table and is like, come on, dude, you don't know. I'm like, I have no clue what's going on over there. It's a loud distraction. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell these dudes are because they don't have names on the back of their jerseys. like, that's my biggest issue with the Yankees. Watching the Yankees,
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'm never going to get familiarized with who the hell these cats are. I don't watch them in the regular season. They ain't got names on the back.
So who on the Yankees could you get from a number
Judge.
and a face?
Aaron Judge, Cam Schlittler now.
Okay.
That dude is he might be actively tweeting at people right now.
Would you recognize Giancarlo Stanton on
No.
face and number?
I thought I would have. I did not realize Giancarlo Stanton looks different in the face than I remember, But I've seen him enough in a Yankees uniform that I would have been able to guess it, especially with his size and stature. I remember they had a close-up of Giancarlo Stanton, and I'm looking, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And then they zoom out, and he's like 6'8". He looks like a Megatron. I'm like, oh, okay, there can only be one guy. It's either Judge or Stanton at that point. But he rocks my my high school, not high school, but my old football number 27.
Wait, so like when did you play football where you
It was
wore
Little
27?
League. Little
Okay,
League.
gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't. No, I quit. I always
You
tell
had
the
like
story.
Last Pickens, huh? 27 is not a real football number.
No, it is. I was a halfback.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really, really big. I wore that for a reason. There's some legends of my time, Eddie George, that rocked the 2-7 that I was inspired by.
Okay, I thought you were in the secondary wearing 27.
I played on both sides, though. I did play in the. I played
nice.
corner and like outside linebacker a bit.
Nice.
In Little League, it doesn't. Positions are very. In Little League is just like you just like everybody go out there and then you stop the run or run the ball. Those were the two things. It wasn't like we were running like a spread offense.
Fair enough.
But back to what I was talking about with the Yankees is like, dude, if you guys really want to like capture the casual fan, just throw some names on the back. That's all I'm saying. That's my only critique.
No, because that's how you can delineate real Yankee fans from fake fans.
Right.
If you're a Yankee fan that has a name on the back of your pinstripe jersey, you're not
People
one
actually
of us.
have those?
They are very prevalent.
Really?
Very, very. It's probably a coin flip. Like the Yankees have a massive fan base, and their fan base gets ridiculed, correctly so, for a lot of it being fraudulent. And yeah, there are a lot of jerseys out there that have the names on the back.
Why would you get one that's not an authentic jersey at that point?
I honestly don't know the
You want to
answer.
specify? You want to make sure people know who you're there for?
Right.
Yeah.
Even though the numbers speak for themselves when you become a guy worth getting a jersey for.
Right.
But it also limits sport on the jersey because if you wore a number 22 jersey and it was for Juan Soto, that's okay when Juan Soto leaves the Yankees because it's just a Yankee number 22 jersey.
That does help. That helps the fan.
Like it could have been a Paul O'Neill jersey.
How many jerseys do you have? How many Yankees jerseys do you have?
Just one.
Just Aaron Judge.
I just have my Aaron Judge direct from China jersey.
Oh, so you're a new age Yankee fan. You're kind of like a newbie.
Well, no, I grew out of the ones that I held.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I gave them to my girlfriend. Like, I have a Jeter one, does not have his name on it. I believe there might be a Didi Gregorius one that I have. But yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what
I don't wear
number-
jerseys often. I wear them for big games, big moments, or else it's a little bit tacky in baseball.
Last night was a big game.
It really was. Win or go home against the Boston Red Sox, and your rookie, Cam Schlittler, throws for 8 innings, shutout ball, no walks, 12 strikeouts. Oh, by the way, he's the first pitcher in baseball history to do that at the MLB level. Come on.
I knew he was new to the Yankees. I did not know the dude was actually like an actual rookie. Like that was his 15th career major league start. First postseason one, clearly, but he's only y'all activated him in July, and he was in starting on a do or die game against your most fierce rival. I'm almost as impressed with that as I am with how he's been reacting ever since. Let's take a listen before we get into a little bit of what happened last night with the Sox and the Yankees. Again, the Yankees coming out on top. Now you got to play the Blue Jays, favorite son of the Buffalo Bills when it comes to baseball. Let's hear from Aaron Boone, the beloved, always praised manager of the New York Yankees, talking about why he trusted Cam on the mound to start, but then most importantly, left him out there for 8 innings.
Stars born tonight. He's a special kid, man. I'm telling you, it's obviously amazing stuff. But he's shown us this from the jump. Like, he's not afraid. He expects this. And I'm not going to say what he told me last night, but I'm not surprised at all by what he did.
He probably said some reckless things to Buddy last night based on what I see him doing on Twitter right now.
He's active. He's got Twitter fingers on his off day before the ALDS.
What? Active is not the word.
I've been working. I've not been online that much today.
Cam Schlittler. Schlittler.
There's 2 L's in there.
Cam Schlittler. That's what I said.
You missed the first L.
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, shut up. This is my guy. This is my guy. If I had to buy a Yankees uniform, which I never would, it would be a Cam Schlittler jersey. What number is he? 8?
Cam Schlittler, I don't even know what number he is.
I can't. There's none of his pictures. I'm trying to figure that out. All right, let me just go to his replies right now. So here goes a tweet from a young lady named Lucy Brudge. She is wearing a crop top Red Sox shirt, and she says Sox in 3. She tweeted this out a day ago, so this is before the game. Cam Schlittler replying underneath, not this year.
Yeah.
Not this year. And that would be correct. Cam Schlittler. Oh, also 13 hours ago, Cam Schlittler tweets out, drinking that dirty water.
Yeah, it's like a Red Sox thing.
Drinking that dirty water. 8,000 retweets, 32,000 likes.
I'm one of them.
Cam Schlittler making sure you like that one? You like that tweet?
Well, no, you're forgetting the CH in Schlittler now.
I said Cam Schlittler.
No, you're doing it wrong. You're completely skipping the CH in Schlittler.
Cam Schlittler.
All right.
I'm saying it. You just don't like the way in which I say it.
You're saying Cam Schlittler.
I'm saying Cam Schlittler.
There we go. Now you got it.
It's a tough name, first of all. But secondly, we're going to play that tape back on the other side. And you're going to see I've been saying it right the whole time.
Okay.
Stop trying to correct me on my guy, Cam. This is my guy.
Star is born.
Star was born last night. Are you going to buy a Cam Schlittler jersey?
No.
Why not?
One jersey at a time for me.
Oh, you got to wait until you outgrow the Aaron Judge?
No. I got to wait till the direct from Shanghai, China jersey breaks apart and disintegrates.
He said it was personal for me. He grew up a Red Sox fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out what is better because he grew up in Massachusetts and now he plays for the Yankees and he was able to end their season after apparently Red Sox fans were berating and being jerks to his mother on social media so much so that she had to make her account private. Like apparently after all of the trolling from his former hometown team, a team he grew up rooting for, he was able to bounce them out of the playoffs. And I can't figure out, C-Cat, what feels more euphoric. Rooting for a team, growing up and being able to play for them and taking them to new heights and winning in a jersey in which you rooted for, a la LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, or doing the opposite and ending up being the villain who takes down your hometown team as you watch your hometown literally, get their pitchforks aimed your way. It has to feel like it's absolutely thrilling to be the one to kind of slit the throat of those who came at you.
Yeah, it feels good to slit the throat. And if you're a professional wrestling fan, you've grown to realize that these guys kind of relish and enjoy being the bad guy more than being the adored good guy in a match. They like when the crowd hates them, attracting all-time heat. It's very attractive to be the bad guy and to draw the ire of an entire state, pretty much an entire region of New England. And that's what Cam Schlittler did last night with one historic start.
Buddy was on top of it. Buddy was expressive. Buddy made it shake. And that is going to deliver you guys into if this is like a historic Yankees postseason run, then I think Aaron Boone might be onto something like that. That star is born, and that guy is going to be like a Yankee, like a fan favorite.
Yeah, folk hero.
Yeah.
Like you have.
What's the last time y'all had one of those?
A Yankee folk hero.
Aaron Judge. Like, has there been anybody else that has grown and risen from? It's
tough because the standard for being a hero for the Yankees was so high, but 2009 is the last World Series.
Right.
So you got to reevaluate things, and you got to come back to earth as a baseball fan, not a Yankee fan. So that's what I've been saying, where it's not like I'm a spoiled Yankee fan who has experienced 20 of their 27 championships. No, I've experienced one of them. I was not cognizant for the dynasty of the turn of the century. So I've experienced one of them. Raul Ibanez had a crazy postseason in 2012 where he hit 3 tying or go-ahead home runs in the 9th inning or later. Jeez. That was massive. Masahiro Tanaka was a pitcher for the Yankees who was adored because he just turned it on in the postseason and had moments like that. Juan Soto could have been that guy if he gave us more than one postseason because of how good of a baseball player he is and how much of a tendency he has to come up in the clutch. But comments like these from rookie Cam Schlittler make me think he might be just one step becoming the folk hero after last night's performance. I'm happy that their season's done. Not that our season's alive yet. I'm just happy they don't play baseball on Saturday.
That's great. That's a great feeling. Now, I don't know. I would have to go back and look in the Major League Baseball draft. He carries way less weight. I don't know if the Red Sox had a chance at getting him out of, like, he's not like a Monroe St. Brown, like, oh, 16 teams passed on me, 16 receivers drafted me. Like, I don't think it's that level, but it is one of those things where it's like, I don't think people realize how much things change for you once you're also like getting checks from an organization. So put it to you like this. I know people that have been fans, like grew up fans of a certain team, but then go and cover a team that is rivaled to that fan base, that origin story that you came from that made you fall in love with the sport. And you secretly, even as a reporter sometimes, outside looking at it, you don't directly benefit, but you indirectly benefit from the team that you're covering doing well.
Yeah.
And making postseason runs. So you start to kind of root for your own self-interest. If that plays into reporters' minds and analysts' minds and beat writers' minds, I know like hell when you're getting like $1 million checks from an organization and you literally can like make a career off of it, there is not an ounce in your body that cares anything but what your team is currently that's paying your bills.
Yeah, sports fandom is so intense. It's wonderful. It's why we have jobs. If people aren't fans of sports teams, then ESPN does not exist in general, right? Like if no one's actually rooting for one side or another, and these are just two guys in different colored uniforms playing the game and you eventually get highlights, it does not drive viewership.
Yeah.
It doesn't drive anything. No one cares. So
the difference between like the YMCA league and the NBA, it's like same game, just people care about the results of Lakers versus Knicks.
But once you work in it, you do drop the fan. You have to. Like you root for them, especially if they're in a different league. But whenever you're faced against them, it's not conflicted feeling.
Yeah,
it's a funny conversation with your parents in your hometown. You're not actually, if Cam Schlittler got beat around last night, he's not going to the dugout and thinking, at least it was to the Red Sox. No, there's no taking in solace to losing to the team that you rooted for a lot of your life, because now your life is dependent on this other team and the failure of the guy across.
Yeah. Like, this is, because the guy's asking, like, was there a conflict of interest? Like, oh, do you think that he puts the Red Sox above himself? Do you think that he cares? Like, oh, my God, like, I hate to do this to them. Oh, my God. Or, like you said, if he gets beat, do you think he's watching the highlights afterwards like, woo? Like,
oh, man, nice swing, Roman Anthony. You know, you kind of,
doesn't make sense.
You guessed right on that pitch. Now, I guess we got to look introspectively, right? And you talked about how reporters that you know, and then we're comparing it to our lives versus athletes, and we both agree that being an athlete, it's tenfold compared to covering a team in terms of how invested you are in that team's success. Theo, what's your favorite sports team?
Miami Heat.
If you happen to
I'm blessed
get an opportunity to be, I don't know, whatever the best job that you would want to be the Celtics, and it pays 4 times as much as this, and the move works out, and it helps family life and all that, and long story short, you end up taking that job, how quickly do you end up rooting against the Miami Heat and for the Boston Celtics? It's not one of those things where you only play them 4 times a year, so that's when you got to lay down your fandom. No, you're rooting against the Heat because they're affecting Boston Celtics playoff seeding, and you're getting more home games because you are covering the Celtics.
Yeah, like,
do you just season 1, you just kind of drop it immediately?
I was about to say, like, feels sacrilegious, but that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works. Like, I would love to be able to cover a championship winning team. I would love to be able to be man on the street for the championship parade. Like, I would not have Celtics pom-poms. I would not be like literally cheering for them or rooting for them, but the results of those games, I'm going to be rooting in favor of the team that allows me to continue to cover the sport that I earn money off of covering. That's my own self-interest. We all act in our own self-interest.
Yeah, Eastern Conference Finals. Game 7, Jimmy's walking the ball up, let's say, and then it's a couple years ago, that ball's in the air. You're rooting for that ball to clank or go short. You want to cover the NBA Finals for the Boston Celtics.
Imagine that, though. Like, that's what you're asking, because think about it. Same question for you. And it's just harder, probably, it's harder. No, you've at least had a championship for the Yankees. I want to say, like, maybe if it's Penn State. But, like, same question for you. If the difference between you covering a national championship game and you having to go home early is, let's say, hypothetically, you are covering the Miami Hurricanes, and it's Canes versus Penn State in the semifinal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your alma mater to do well. You want your school to do well. You've never seen them be – well, I guess you have seen them play for a national championship. They didn't. They didn't. They fell short.
Yeah.
So you've never seen them be able to do that?
So, yeah.
Let's just put it like that, straight up, like that. Because that could be
now,
the actual –
we're not tied to the hip to the Miami Hurricanes.
I know we're not, yeah.
So I don't know if that's the fairest, because I would actually –
you would cover the national championship anyway because it's in our backyard.
Right. But maybe I wouldn't be sent to it in this theory, right? Like, I wouldn't be able to cover the national championship whatsoever because it's in Tucson or whatever.
Right.
But if Miami wins, yeah, we actually are getting on a flight and we're going out there.
Who do you want to win that game?
It would still be Penn State. I actually would not be able to lay down my Penn State fandom for that.
What if it also meant a monetary boost for you as well, though?
Ooh.
Because that's the other part of this is, like, for us, it would just be like an extra perk of the job and you get to go and cover it, but like, no, what if this meant like we are selling shows there, we have a partner that wants to sponsor this trip, and now we get to make this trip and you get more money in your pocket and this opportunity to cover a national championship game for the first time, but it means that you have to root against the Penn State Nittany Lions. I'm talking about a substantial amount too, like two or three checks worth.
Okay.
Two checks worth. That's too much. 2 checks worth.
I would root against Penn State in that moment.
Yeah.
For financial gain and for career gain. Damn, that stinks.
I know.
It sucks to confront that reality when we don't, in a simulation, when we're not actually pressed with it.
Yeah.
We're torturing ourselves.
Because you understand just how short-lived
we just entered like a Saw movie voluntarily.
No reason. Nobody put a gun to our head. We did it to ourselves.
We had to choose between our mother and our wife right there
for
no reason. We just chose for radio content.
And we just did it out loud, too. Like, we can't walk this back. So they can clip this and hold it against us forever. But it's the truth, and that's why when you ask Cam Schlittler, it's tough. Mm-hmm. And you ask the guy who pitched last night for the Yankees if he had a conflict of interest of beating the Red Sox. Hell no, he didn't. No. Hell no. It's very easy. And if you take that thing and you 10 times remove it, never will you ever. There are times I see people even here internally at the office, because we are partners of or affiliates of certain teams, that if the more the games they have, the more games we have on our station, which means good things for us, we'll root against their own team's interest in favor of the teams that we carry.
Let's name some names. Who?
No.
Wait a minute. Who are we talking? Are we talking Miami Heat? Who did they play in the playoffs when they went to the finals?
That's why I was getting flack. I'm putting it out there now, C-Cat. That's why I was getting flack as a Heat fan the past 2 years when I was saying, no, I do not want playoff games because I know we stink. I want us to make it into the draft lottery. I got flacked internally, not because I was being a fake Heat fan. It's because we would get less because those playoff games means more for us.
I see. Okay.
I was getting people on the outside are criticizing me for being a lukewarm Miami Heat fan. People on the inside are being, mad at me for
being bad business.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm getting it from
You're taking away Christmas money for the salespeople here by rooting against.
And I'm like, dude.
Damn, we're getting the PS4 this year. Sorry. But Theo wanted this. Theo did not want you to have presents under the tree. So at least he's happy.
I wanted a lottery pick. Forgive me for wanting Cooper Flag.
You're thinking of long-term right there.
Yeah.
The short-term monetary game of having 2 more games on ESPN West Palm. I guess it was 6.
Yes.
Play in, then 4 games.
Then 4 games of a bludgeoning.
But if that lottery pick was Cooper Flag,
and it was,
that's a lot more playoff games than guaranteed than right now the guaranteed playoff games.
It is so frustrating.
And even before they made the playoffs, I think a lot more people would want to get involved with the Miami Heat if Cooper Flag was suiting up for the Miami Heat this year.
Yes.
A lot more eyeballs would have been on Miami Heat Media Day if Cooper Flag sat down with Theo Dorsey on an exclusive one-on-one.
Come on, dog. Come on. And it sucks being guy with it's short-sighted, always seems and feels better in the moment. Guy who's long-sighted, guy who is thinking about the future. You're always ridiculed, and you don't get crowned, you don't get your applause until way later, and then people just forget about it. if you ask Heat fans today, would they rather have Cooper Flagg or would they rather have played those 4 games against the Cavaliers? Everybody's going to say, yeah, I would like to sign me up for Cooper Flagg, please.
And it's not to be forgotten that this is a fair comparison because the lottery ball that was selected would have been the Heat's lottery ball.
That is so frustrating, though. It's so frustrating because that was the point I was making the whole time. I was like, guys, what if we had a 1 or 2% chance at Cooper Flagg? And it happened for the Mavericks, and that could have been the Heat. But no, you wanted to have the most historical lopsided loss in the history of the postseason to the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what Heat fans rooted for, signed up for, and that's what they got. And in the moment, I'm a jester. I'm an idiot. I'm a joke. People are talking, oh, how could you ever? And now I don't even get to, I can't throw a parade. I can't, nobody's, apologizing to me for the way in which they were mad. I was right.
We may have lost the plot here. Can we talk about how Brock Purdy stinks?
No, I want to talk about how y'all stink for coming at my takes. You know what I really want to talk about?
Yeah.
Is how last night having karaoke interrupt our viewing pleasure of Brock Purdy actively losing his fan base and his job to Mac Jones. I just want to say, Duffy's Sports Grill, that would have been the place that we should have actually kicked it because I think that 80 or more televisions and probably the sound on would have worked out on a Thursday night for us. All of that action, if you want to watch multiple games at once, if you want to enjoy great food and, of course, 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day, Duffy's Sports Grill is a place to do it because they have football season on lock. And when you got football season on lock, you also going to have baseball on lock when you have 80 or more televisions in every single location. But how about a couple football features? You ever heard of barbecue pulled pork nachos? Sure you have. But have you heard of it the way that Duffy's does it? Hand-cut tortilla chips, slow-cooked pork shoulder, Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, and, of course, you top it off with some creamy queso blanco, crispy onions, and jalapenos. How about a Duffy's Double Smash Burger? Double the fun. 2 certified Angus beef patties, smashed with caramelized onions, topped with melty aged sharp cheddar. Got the dill pickle chips. And of course, when you get your burger, you want to get a side of tots with it. How about touchdown tots? Buffalo chicken or OG cheeseburger tots. They've also got award-winning wings now tossed in 17 different flavors. 1 for every game played by a professional football team in one season. 18 weeks, 17 games. Am I good on that, C-Cat?
Yeah,
okay.
Math checks out.
Thank you.
For now.
Yeah.
Until they add the bye weekend, game number 18.
Gosh. Oh, my gosh. 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And, of course, it's the best place to be on a day that has sports and even on a day of leisure.
I mean, this month, you've got all 4 professional sports leagues and college football playing at once.
And the WNBA. Finals.
Yeah.
They're in the finals right now.
Mm-hmm.
No one does football season like Duffy's. Visit your local Duffy's Sports Grill, Duffy'sMVP.com. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
I will remember that when you ask someone to change Thursday Night Football for the WNBA Finals.
Yes. Yeah, well, at Duffy's, you can have your pick of the litter.
Good point.
You can bounce around. I gotta shout that because the Vegas Aces, my center, Bam Adebayo, has a rooting interest in the Vegas Aces to win it all. And a happy Bam is a happy Theo. Happy Asia Wilson, happy Bam. Happy Bam, happy Theo, because the Heat might win because of it. You never know.
Third wheeling that celebrity couple's kind of odd, but I'm okay with it.
It's not odd. It's okay. Have you logged on to Twitter yet to defend your girl Nicki Minaj? She's in a little beef.
She can handle herself.
She's
you kidding me?
I don't know if she can handle herself. It seems like she can't handle her liquor or cocaine or whatever the hell it is that has her tweeting erratically like this.
Oh, she's been on the bird.
She has been getting herself in some trouble. We'll try to keep ourselves out of trouble. On the other side, we're going to have our Cover 5 picks. If you don't have the Cover 5 app, download it today. Join in on the fun. You can still join the week-to-week competition, but you missed out on the season long. So download the Cover 5 app. Join the fun. MVP 2025. That is how you join our league, and we'll tell you our picks for Cover 5 against the NFL football spread on the other side. That's C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. It's a feel-good football Friday, and the Yankees won last night, so C-Cat's in a good mood. We're live on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com, pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
The road is calling. Embrace the thrill of the drive with the fully electric Audi Q6 e-tron. Featuring effortless power, serious acceleration, and advanced Audi tech. The next chapter of Audi is here. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
It's your boy. It is your boy. We are kicking it here on a Feel Good Friday, a Football Friday. Theo Dorsey here, C-Cat there. And in my home, I'm always feeling good. Feel Good Friday, I feel good at the crib because I have EDS, air conditioning, and plumbing.
Now you rocked the bachelor pad last night.
Yeah.
You had Casa de Dorsey to yourself.
That's right.
Do you change the thermostat when you have complete and total domain?
No, because I always forget to. Okay. And then I wake up super cold. So yeah, I don't ever touch it because it's usually her thing, and it's just it takes me whenever my wife is gone for like 3 or 4 days, that's when I start actually touching the thermostat. When she's just gone, like the first couple of days, it takes me time to adjust and remember, oh yeah, it's my choice now.
You got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
The bad not being with your soulmate, but the good with now it's all about Theo.
I'm the man. I make all the decisions around that house. And one of the decisions we made was going with EDS air conditioning and plumbing, and now we can choose a temperature and we can rely on the fact that it'll stay there. Because, Florida Heat plays hard and it never takes a timeout, so going cheap on your AC or plumbing is a losing game. It's going to cost you more money down the line. EDS, it stands for everyday savings. That's the real kind. Get quality work, trust, peace of mind. Palm Beach County has relied on EDS to stay cool and comfortable for years, decades even. Same-day hot water replacement. You like that? How about 2 yearly tune-ups? I like that. I get that because I have the EDS Gold Plan. You can get it as well. Something else you could be eligible for is 0% interest for 60 months. That's available for qualified customers. Find out if you're qualified today. Go to EDSIsYes.com. For value, for comfort, and a winning record, EDS is yes. Oh, Mac Jones was yes last night. Mac Jones was a whole lot of yes. 2 tutties in his first 2 drives. They were up 14-zip. The Niners hang on to win. And it came down to 2 big pivotal plays at the end, both of them involving Kyron Williams. One, a punch-out at the goal line, reminiscent of what we saw at the Dolphins-Jets game on Monday night, and then a stop on 4th and 1 in overtime to seal the deal. The Niners get the win. Everybody and their mama was out. They had to do – Kendrick Bourne had 10 catches and 142 yards.
I know, I missed. With all those guys that were injured, I picked the wrong next guy up for the Niners.
Who'd you get? You got
I got DeMarcus Robinson playing against his old team. I thought that was going to be the X factor, and I just swung and a miss.
Swing and a miss. But you know what? People, don't you worry, because that was just one game of Week 5. We have the rest of the NFL's Week 5 coming up this weekend. In fact, we've got the perfect way to play this weekend as well. Cover 5. The Cover 5 app, CCAT, and it's not too late for people to join us on the fun, right?
No. If you want a chance to win a Duffy's gift card, this is how you do it right here, right now. It's very simple, very easy. You download the Cover 5 app. That's the word cover, the number 5. That app on your app store, whatever phone you got, it's there. And then you put in the code MVP 2025.
Yeah.
MVP 2025.
Nice.
And then you pick 5 games against the spread, depending on how you do in those picks in the NFL. If you cover by a bunch of points, you get a bunch of points. If you lose by a bunch of points, you get a lot of negative points that hurt you. And if you beat both Team Theo Dorsey and CCAT, the picks we're going to deliver right now, and you beat Team Russo and Rizzo, they gave their picks yesterday, you're entered for a chance to win that $25 Duffy's gift card. So we've got our
picks.
Get
the grand prize. Too late.
Too late for the grand prize. You had to be in already.
Yeah.
Theo,
Wait, what was our picks last week? How did we do? We lost by a lot.
No, we didn't. We did very good, thanks to me. Sorry, I didn't really.
Yeah, what was that?
That was a little unnecessary.
What was that?
Well, last week was the first week that I was given 3 picks.
Yeah.
And you were only given 2 picks.
Okay.
And what did we do?
Yeah.
We only finished 6th. In a good way. Only, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
My
Lions pick, by the way.
That was my Lion pick.
Really?
Yeah. You were deciding between 2, and I said, okay, I'll take the Lions, and you go with your other.
Okay. So what were your 2 picks? Or your 3 picks?
My 3 picks were the Rams, the Buccaneers, and the Lions. So I ended up netting us positive 16 and a half points.
We don't have to talk about my picks. Then we'll move on to Week 5.
Theo's picks went negative 5.5 points for the Vikings and Packers minus 6.5 points. They tied on Sunday Night Football.
All right, well, moving on to Week 5. We need to be top. We need to be top dogs this week. We got to win it all this week. So we need some good picks. You get the 3 keys again. I get 2. So you can lead off the picks for Cover 5 here. And again, you're trying to not just cover, but cover by as many points as possible.
And avoid getting blown out.
Yes.
That's a part of this game as well. A lot of games to choose from with only 4 teams on a bye this weekend. And avoiding that blowout is a big deal to me. C.J. Stroud with the Houston Texans is trying to find answers. He's been watching his high school tape to figure things out. He's saying, I'm getting old, even though he's 23 years old.
Not a good sign.
The Ravens got the news that they are going to be without Lamar Jackson probably until their Week 7 bye. So the Ravens are minus 3.5-point favorites on Cover 5. Feel like you got to go Texans here.
Yeah, because the line in real life is
it has changed. These lines are put in at the beginning of the week, not at the end of the week, and they don't change.
Yeah.
So I think that we got to take the opportunity and the value that's given to us by taking the Texans plus 3.5.
I don't hate that. I actually love that. That's a good pick. It feels like cheating almost.
Well, everyone can do it.
I know. So download the Cover 5 app, and you can do it as well. MVP 2025 is how you join our league, and you can win some money. I like the Texans pick. I'm going to skip ahead here to Monday Night Football. Jaguars, Chiefs. Chiefs on the road. Chiefs feeling closer and closer to full strength. They're 3.5-point favorites. You're going to hate this pick, but I'm going to love it, and we're going to love it on Monday night when we're celebrating a big win at the end of the day. I think the Jaguars are a fraudulent 3-1. I think the Chiefs are a fraudulent 2-2. They're better than that. The Jags are not a 3.5-point dog to the Chiefs. I bet you before the season kicked off, this line was closer to 6.5. Shrunk down. People are low on the Chiefs. I like what I saw to Kansas City last weekend against your Ravens. Okay. I think they'll be able to do the same thing against the Jaguars. This one has it has blowout potential in favor of the Chiefs, but it also there's no world in which you see the Jaguars blowing out Kansas City. That's the benefit of this.
True.
Mahomes on Monday Night Football, 8-2 all time. Mahomes and Andy Reid on Monday Night Football. You think there's a chance that they get blown out by the Jaguars?
All I'm saying is
absolutely not.
Make sure you tune in to Cats and Dogs later on in the show, and that's when I'll give my opinion on the Chiefs-Jaguars game. All right. Wink, 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 wink.
Well, that would mean, okay.
We're trying to avoid the blowout, and that's what the Philadelphia Eagles have pretty much been doing. They just don't blow teams out. It hasn't happened in all 4 of their wins to start the season. They had a chance to blow out the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield clawed on back. Buccaneers only lost by 6. The Rams led for most of that game. It was the Eagles trying to come back from being blown out. Chiefs only beat them by 3. Cowboys only beat them by 4. I'm taking the Denver Broncos plus 3.5 on Cover 5 as our team's 3rd selection. I'm with the Sharps. Apparently, there's a lot of money going towards the Broncos in Vegas in that game.
I don't like that.
I'm not saying I am a Sharp. I'm just saying that I'm going to choose to make the decision that they're making after they made the decision.
Okay, you just
we
tell
didn't
them
finish each other's sandwiches.
Yeah,
like we weren't in lockstep there. I just followed along.
You know, the one thing I will say about the Broncos and the Eagles, I like that matchup for the Broncos because what they're going to do is going to be the most aggravating thing to the Eagles offense, and they're going to take A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith out of the game. A.J. specifically. And they're going to force the Eagles to do the one boring, mundane thing they've been doing all year and all last year as well, and that is force feed Saquon Barkley. Bunch of tush pushes and whatnot. It's going to be mucked up. It's going to be a mucked up game. I do wonder how Bo Nix looks against this Eagles pass rush.
Now, did you hear what A.J. Brown had to say in regards to, is he unhappy?
He wants to be involved.
Why is he unhappy? Take a listen.
But I think it's fair to want the ball to get us going. Like last week against the Rams, I caught the sluggo, got the offense going next play, opened up for Dallas Goedert. The safety came over to my side and opened it up. So, I don't think it's a bad thing for wanting the ball. It's not just for targets or anything to put numbers up. But no, I see that we're struggling, and I'm a guy that wants the ball in those times when
we're struggling. 4-0.
Certain curtain. I just don't. This is not the time for A.J. Brown to try to get right.
No, and also, it's not A.J. Brown's job, in all honesty, to game plan.
No.
Like, the Eagles will throw him the ball and scheme him up when it makes sense for that to happen. A.J. Brown, you need to focus on your job which is blocking during the run game, running your routes in the pass game, and catching the football and winning your matchups every snap, right? You shouldn't be worried about freeing up the offense. You should be worried about doing your job.
You should. Honestly, you should be worried about doing your job, but your job and what you prepared for and what got you to the NFL was being a dominant wide receiver, and the Eagles are not allowing him to showcase his best abilities. The question comes down to this. Do you want to be Hines Ward or do you want to be Randy Moss? Like, which career would you prefer to have lived out? Do you want to be, I'm trying to think of another receiver, Julian Edelman, or do you want to be Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson? And I think a lot of guys would say, I'd rather be Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Those are the guys who are in Canton. Those are the guys who have kids sporting their jersey to this day. A.J. Brown is that level of talent, but with the Eagles, he's not able to showcase it, and it's frustrating as all get out. He didn't get here by being a good run blocker. He didn't get here by being a good team player. He got here by being dominant, and he wants the ball in his hands with a chance to win the game. I don't blame him for that, but I will say that is contributing to a little bit of discourse and a little bit of disconnectivity in that locker room. I don't think it's going to impact the way they win, though. They're just so damn good.
All right, so our picks so far are Broncos plus 3.5 because I do think that the Denver Broncos do at least cover and can win the game outright. I took the Houston Texans plus 3.5 because no Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, and they're in Baltimore. But I still like Houston with a bounce back after a rough start of the season. They're on the right trend after a big win last week, a blowout win. And you are taking, for our team, we're taking, you like the Chiefs.
Chiefs Jacks.
On the road, minus 3.5.
Am I chasing here if I go Lions at the Bengals? It's too many. It's a huge spread, I know. Am I chasing, though? Because they're likely going to cover this, and they have blowout potential every time they step out there. Look at their last 3 games. And that's why I say I'm not chasing. Look at the Lions' last 3 games. They beat the Browns by 24. They beat the Ravens by 8. I think they were dogs in that game against Baltimore, and they beat them by 8. And then they beat the Bears by, 52-21. They beat the Bears by 31 points.
So
they blow teams out.
We are down by a lot in the season-long standings.
Yes.
So we're taking big swings, but it's only week 5.
Yeah, but that's a big swing that's also safe because do you think the Bengals are even if in the
worst case scenario is that we lose by 10.5 or like it's a close game.
Yeah, worst case scenario is what they like the Lions win by a field goal and we drop 7 points on this. Best case scenario, they beat them by 30. Which both can happen. It's a coin flip to me whether or not the Lions beat the Bengals by 30 or by 10. That's just why I would probably
all right.
It feels safe. All right, so I'm gonna give you 2 options then. I want to go Detroit, but I would back off of Detroit if you let me go. Ooh, this is tough. The Dallas Cowboys are 2.5-point favorites against the Jets.
Yeah, I like Dallas.
You like that one better than the Lions?
Absolutely.
I think they got a chance to blow them out as well. I think they're playing a little bit. They're playing with a bit of a chip, and I think that George Pickens, I could just see him drawing a couple of deep PIs on Sauce Gardner. He has a tendency to do that, and it turning into easy points for the Cowboys. They can shoot out, and I don't know if the Jets have that in them. Plus, they got a couple of injuries here and there. Justin Fields is talking loser talk at the podium, talking about how, man, we still get paid a lot of money to get out here and lose games. I'll take that. Cowboys.
And my final pick, I'm going to go with the Commanders on the road. I know they're flying across the country, but that just gives them more time to prepare, right? You're gaining 3 hours. 4:25 p.m. kickoff. It's essentially prime time for Jaden Daniels on his Eastern time clock.
I don't know about this one.
Commanders plus 2.5.
So here's my only concern. Omarion Hampton feels like he's just now revving up. Justin Herbert has been firing, and they're coming off of a disappointing loss against the Giants. And I don't see a world in which, I can see the Chargers winning by 10. I don't see a world in which the Commanders, pull away in this game. They got a really slow second level as well. You saw what Bijan Robinson was able to do to him.
Sure.
I can see Omarion Hampton doing some of those same things in, the screen game. It just makes me a little nervous.
Okay.
But all right, it's cool. We'll go with the Commanders. I knew you weren't backing off of it.
The 4th most popular bet this weekend in the NFL when it comes to against the spread has been Chargers -3.
Okay, so you're just fading the public. This is smart.
Yeah.
I can't go Lions? Can't go Lions, man?
But you can go Lions.
I'm going Lions over the Cowboys. Executive
well,
decision there.
Okay, so you're taking off the Cowboys pick, and instead you were betting on the Lions to cover the 10.5 point
Yeah,
spread.
because I only get 2 picks.
All right.
Taking off the Cow. I just...
So if you want to play along, if you think Theo and myself are the dumbest human beings on planet Earth, you've got a pretty good chance at winning a $25 Duffy's gift card. Download the Cover 5 app. Put in the code MVP 2025. If you beat Team Theoretically Speaking, and you beat Russo and Rizzo, who delivered their picks yesterday, you're going to be entered that drawing. You're going to have a chance to win that $25 Duffy's gift card. Play along the Cover 5 app. It is completely and totally 100% free.
Absolutely it is. On the other side, our coolest moment of the week, plus to get around. That is CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on a Football Friday on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
What if every use of your debit card turns spare change into something meaningful, like growing your savings and supporting local community causes? With Flagler Credit Union's Impact Checking with Everyday Change, your spare change can have big impact. Each transaction can be rounded up to grow your savings and support nonprofits that provide meals, shelter, and essential services locally. Make an impact in your life and in your community. Open your Impact Checking account today. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bets got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Mas Plus by Messi is hydration plus more. A beverage like no other, made to give everyone an extra boost of positivity and inspiration every day. Created by Lil Messi, Mas Plus delivers a balanced blend of electrolytes with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors, no caffeine, and only 1 gram of cane sugar, plus vitamins with no compromise on quality ingredients. Floridians can purchase Mas Plus by Messi at key retailers across Florida or online at masbymessi.com.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Recently, I had the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Joshua S. Jew, who operates out of Good Samaritan Health Center through the Palm Beach Health Network, and he explains how Florida is in the stone belt when it comes to being at risk to developing kidney stones.
There's a 1 in 10 risk of having kidney stones. Down in the stone belt, which is the southern part of the United States, especially the southeastern part of the United States, that risk is even higher. A lot of that's due to dehydration, which is probably the biggest risk factor for kidney stone formation, as well as diet. Having high oxalate-rich foods can predispose to stone formation risk. Florida is right in the middle of the stone belt, so a much higher risk of having stone disease here.
That was Dr. Joshua S. Jew from the Palm Beach Network Physician Group. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362 or go online to pbhnphysiciangroup.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Hey, Culligan man!
You know what time it is.
Hey, Culligan man!
You lather, you rinse, you moisturize, you repeat, and you repeat, and you repeat. Tiring yourself out. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics, man. Here's the twist, though. You think it's on the shampoo. No. It's not your shampoo's fault. It's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs up your pores. It dries out your hair. And that's why you go and get a team like Culligan, because Culligan water has water softeners. They remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair, and moisturizing that dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today. Right now, they're offering 12 months, no interest, no payments. Visit Culligan.com for more information, or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!"
right after you visit Culligan.com for the information. Get that free water test as well. C-Cat, time to take a trip, man.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Safebound Get Around. It's the best way to get around. Place to place, city to city, all across the globe. All across the globe. And I mean that, especially on a day like today.
Next stop, we are going to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I have some horrible news to report. The Panthers podcast, Meow Mix.
Oh, man.
It began in 2019, and it is shutting down indefinitely. A lack of funding, a retirement from the media world, none of those are to blame. No. They are shutting down a Panthers podcast because the team is so damn bad. The podcast announced that they can no longer justify the time spent away from their wives and children on Sundays by giving attention to the Carolina Panthers.
Do you get it now? Everyone who ridiculed me and was so mad, Theo, how could you abandon the Carolina Panthers? You love them and you get. Do you understand me now? I couldn't wait to jump on the escape hatch. I am not wasting away my time. The Panthers are turning podcasters into family men. We just watched Xavier Howard get turned into a family man by Puka Nacua, and that makes a lot of sense. Your favorite football team should not turn you into a family man. You're like, yo, we're wasting way too much time covering this squad. Can I read to you a part of the letter that Meow Mix put out?
That's a great... Meow Mix is a dumb podcast name for a
It kind of is.
I only think... Isn't that a cat food,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Okay.
It was a bad podcast name for sure. And also, I would assume anybody that would name... I thought that Meow Mix was like a couple of ladies talking about the Panthers. I don't know why. Like, I just thought, like, that's not even like a
panther doesn't even meow.
It doesn't. It's very confusing. Here's the letter that Meow Mix sent out to his fan base. Hi, all. Meow Mix, a Carolina Panthers podcast, is going on indefinite hiatus. Steven and Jerry have enjoyed bringing everyone our thoughts on the team since the first episode, July 30th, 2019. In that time, we have dedicated several hours a week to the production of the podcast, be it watching film, outlining the show, recording, editing, and general planning. We've met some incredible people during the way and built a small but amazing community of Panthers fans who enjoy our two guys talking football at a bar style. It's very unique. Unfortunately, the last 3 seasons in particular have been extremely difficult as Panthers fans. I would say probably more than 3, but sure. And creating the type of content we enjoy has not been as exciting or enjoyable. The amount of time on Sundays that we spend away from our wives and young children has become difficult to justify. We'll be watching the games regardless, but locking ourselves away for 6 to 7 hours on a Sunday just to watch and then discuss a 42-13. Can I say this? 42-13, kicking. Yeah, it's been more of a chore than anything else. We don't feel it's right to keep the podcast going unless we can continue to put out weekly episodes, and right now, neither of us wants to spend that amount of time talking about this organization.
Do they have, like, sponsors and stuff? Or like
I hope not. I think the sponsors will be the one reason why you keep going. We reserve the right to post an episode here and there, but we will not be uploading on a regular schedule. We reserve the right? You think they were going to stop you? To be clear, we are not abandoning the Panthers or the fandom. We bleed black and blue and desperately want this team to be competitive. We will just be cheering the team on as fans for the rest of the season instead of podcasters. Thank you all, and until next time, keep pounding.
They obviously are not.
They're not.
They're not keeping pounding.
They won't.
They ceased pounding.
the pounding has desists.
Like, they did the opposite of keep pounding.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That is.
But I do admire the realism. Like, I don't want.
So crazy.
Why would I want to listen to a podcast? People who don't want to do a podcast about a team they don't want to talk about because the team stinks.
Why did you stop doing the podcast? Releasing this note is.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The amount of like eyes and engagement and views they are now getting because of the note they released has, like, now they have to keep doing the podcast.
Yes.
Now they have to bring the podcast back.
Panthers go on a 2-game winning streak.
Oh my gosh!
I want to hear you do the Michael Jordan spoof. We're back. Bryce Young just threw for 3 touchdowns and 325. Chuba Hubbard's healthy now and he's running really well. That's a look into November for these Meow Mix podcasters of the Carolina Panthers.
I think that's the formula. They low-key just stumbled upon an amazing marketing tool. You quit publicly on your team with the podcast. Bleacher Report picks it up. Theoretically Speaking picks it up. Everybody's talking about it. And now we're heavily anticipating the next Meow Mix episode. I would have never even known who they were if they didn't quit.
Next stop.
We had 3 seasons prolonged yesterday in Major League Baseball, but more importantly, we saw 3 seasons come to an end.
Nice.
Cubs-Padres Game 3. The Cubs survived the scare, and the Padres got the loss. Manny Machado, he's on those San Diego Padres. He's got the weekend off, and a reporter asked him a simple question after the game in the locker room.
I know it just ended, but how do you assess a season like this?
I mean, what type of question is that, dude? My guy. How do I assess the season? We just lost. How do you think I assess the season? How do you think I assess it?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
You tell me. What's a loss? We lost. How do you assess it? It's a loss. You lost.
Fair enough.
Come on, dude. I mean, you could ask better questions than that. Let's go. Come on.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it. You know, wait till the last second to ask that question. No better than that.
Manny Machado kept on going.
Yo!
He did a revival of the classic Bryce Harper 2011. That's a clown question, bro.
Clown question.
Is that a fair question, Theo?
Yes.
You're a journalist.
Yes.
How do you assess the season maybe 15 minutes after your season ends? Is that unfair for the reporter to ask a star player on the Padres?
That's not crazy. That's pretty spot on. Like, you can't you can't criticize the question just because you don't appreciate the context. You also can't criticize a question because you are overly emotional. Like, I understand why Manny Machado was that irritable and why he wanted to shoot down any question that would have him be reflective of what was obviously a disappointment for him. But to then double and triple down on how ridiculous of a question it is, like, what do you want him to ask then? What, is he not allowed to even talk to you? I don't think he likes that guy. There has to be a history between those two. I don't think he likes that guy.
And you keep it nice all season long, but finally you do not have to see him in 6 months because the offseason is here. So now you just blow off and tell that guy that you hate in high school that you hate him because you're going to summer break.
I just don't get, like, what does Manny want him to ask then? How is that not a fair question? How do you assess? And he gave context too. Can we go back to replay the reporter's question again? He said, I know it just ended.
I know it just ended, but how do you assess a season like this?
That is, I mean, what?
You know, we didn't reach our goal. We wanted
Simple.
to be in the NLCS. We wanted to challenge the Dodgers for the NL this year, and we fell short of that. So it's a failure of a season. They have a lot of good memories during it, but unfortunately, we did not get the result we want.
Boom. It's
Right-
that easy, though.
Right there, Manny.
It's actually super easy, but just tell us you don't like the guy. Or just tell the guy that you – that felt personal, and I don't know the history of all of that. I obviously don't cover the damn Padres, but that felt personal. It did.
Next stop.
Cleveland, Ohio. We're always in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, my God.
We're going to go to the baseball side of things first because outfielder for the Tigers, Terry Carpenter, they beat the Cleveland Guardians in a winner-take-all Game 3 of the AL Wildcard Series. Remember the history between these two teams in the past 2 months. The Guardians were down 15.5 games to the Tigers, came all the way back, won the division outright on the final weekend of the season, and a Guardians comeback coincides with a Detroit Tigers collapse. But you heard me before, the Tigers won the series. The Tigers effectively get the last laugh, and here is outfielder for Detroit, Carpenter, talking about that.
It's really sweet. And, you know, we hear a lot about 15.5 games, but we're going to Seattle and they're not, so it's pretty special.
If you're Detroit, does winning this series absolve them of the regular season collapse that team put the franchise through?
I'll answer your question with another question. Do you think the Guardians would rather be playing baseball today or not?
I think that they would rather be playing baseball tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, actively. Do you think their season, do they want their season to still be going on? Like, you won the battle, but you lost the war. That's what kind of sucks about sports in general. I mean, it's kind of like the Eli Manning story. Like, he was literally a 500 quarterback when it comes to wins and losses his entire career. He had 2 seasons that he made the playoffs, but he won every single playoff game in those 2 seasons. Like, that. It doesn't get any better than that. And I think that the issue is, it's like, you can play a team in the regular season twice and beat them both times, but if they beat you once in the postseason and they advance and you go home, you beat them twice, you're the better squad, but what really matters is the team that survived in advance. So, yeah, it absolves them. And the Guardians, I wonder how they assess their season. How did Mike Rizzo assess it?
Next stop.
Got to watch back on YouTube to see his face.
Oh, my God.
I thought that he would have a chance to give it right back to me because I'm a Yankees fan. So the Yankees were obviously in a winner-take-all game.
Yeah.
And it is bro code to root against your friend's favorite teams if you don't care about that team.
That's true. It is.
And I was rooting against the Guardians during the show because it made for good content. And Rizzo is just not going to root against the Yankees. I don't get it. It's very unfair.
He didn't root against the Yankees?
No.
Why not?
I don't get
the
it.
Guardians and Yankees also have, like, didn't they just play in a series?
Yeah. He apparently hates the Red Sox an equal amount.
Oh, all right.
But anyway.
Hey, fair play to you, brother.
I went over to the Cleveland Browns Stadium, but they're not there. That's because they're across the pond. They're in London.
Ah.
And I don't expect the British to understand Cleveland Browns football or the city of Cleveland as a whole. So Browns safety, Delpit, had this to say, trying to, get them to understand.
The Cleveland Browns, I think we're a fun team to follow. I'll say that. Hopefully we make some friends. I know you guys don't know much about Cleveland Browns, man. We're do what we can do. Cleveland's a great place. It's a lot like Miami. If you ever heard of Miami, it's like Miami. So maybe y'all come visit. Hey, we'll welcome y'all with open arms.
Cleveland is essentially Miami, Delpit says.
What's worse? What's worse? The reporter's audible outburst of laughter when he compared Cleveland to Miami, or Grant Delpit lying to the good people of London and telling them that we're a fun team to follow.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, why would you mislead those genuinely good people like that?
It might be a fun team to follow
not.
if you're not rooting for Browns wins.
Well, I mean, no, they're not. When's been the last fun Browns team?
Fun Browns team was Baker Mayfield-led Browns who upset the Steelers in the playoffs.
That was a fun team. So they had one fun year in the past 20.
But the Browns are kind of, I guess they're fun until the ball is kicked off and they play 60 minutes of football.
Yeah, they've played a boring brand of football to go along with their incompetence.
They're fun Monday through Saturday if they play on Sunday.
That's the weird thing, too, is like if you're going to be bad, at least be exciting. Like, I don't know if you've watched any of the Saints this year, but they actually are kind of fun. They suck, but they're kind of fun. The Jets stink, but the Jets will put on a show. Like, it was fun as hell watching Justin Fields run around for his life on Monday Night Football against the Dolphins. We'll see it again against the Cowboys. If you're going to be bad, be fun.
Stop.
And we are reaching our destination of the safe-bound get-around, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Nice. Brotherly love. I'm sure this is going to be a nice story.
The Phillies are getting ready for the postseason, and their concession stands are now going to officially sanction and offer the 999 challenge. What is that, C-Cat? I'll tell you what that is.
Dangerous.
9 hot dogs, 9 beers in 9 innings. You got to have a beer and a hot dog per inning. You can't load up at the beginning and load up at the end. And now it's an officially sanctioned Philadelphia Phillies concession stand item that you can purchase. They've got this tray that has a cool display, got the cardboard box. It's got a scoreboard on the front that you can check off when you've had a dog of each. The hot dogs are not necessarily normal Nathan's regulation, and the same with the beers. Am I the only one that thinks it's weird to offer this during postseason games? Because I feel like the 999 challenge, when you're going to get excessively bloated and excessively drunk, that feels like regular season activity, not do or die postseason activity. Am I crazy?
No,
because no one's going to buy a ticket to go to a Phillies game for
the
this.
9 for 9. But they might actually. You have a lot of engaged fans who are going to want to try out the 9 for 9 for 9, and you get a lot of attention around it. I don't know. I don't know how to assess that here. I want to assess something differently in this 9 for 9 for 999. Whatever. Yeah. Isn't that illegal to serve beers past the 7th inning?
So they give them all at once. So you're going to be drinking lukewarm beer when it comes to the 4th inning.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Never mind. I didn't realize this.
That's a very good semantical question. I'm glad you asked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tray, I'm going to pull it up over here. Have you ever done the 999 challenge?
I've never done it. And also my question is, how do people complete the 999 challenge if you can't buy the beer? You have to load up on them in the 7th?
Yeah.
That's to get 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like during the 7th inning stretch, you go there and you take, usually actually at ballparks, they limit 2 drinks per
so you probably got to
person.
go 6th. In the 6th inning, you get 2.
Yeah, exactly.
7th inning, okay, you got to really map this thing out. You got to be real
And
strategic
can I get a cup
because
of
you're
ice
drunk as
so
hell.
you can keep it cold?
Yeah. All right, show me this 9 for 9 for 9 thing. My thing is it makes it kind of softens the blow, the fact that they made it like a smaller. Because if they're giving you all 9 hot dogs and all 9 beers at once, it actually feels like it's got to be extremely small. Like you're not fitting all that on a tray that I can actually take back to my seat. Also, walking around with 9 glizzies, like you're a monster. You are a detriment to society at that point. That should be a crime. 9 glizzies on one tray for one dude. I don't want to see that kind of behavior. And if you're a Phillies fan, I'd have to knock a couple of them. Oh, no.
So
those are shot glasses. That's not beers.
I don't know. I think it's 12 ounces.
Those look like shot glasses. Those look like, also they look like little pigs in a blanket. That's not a real 9 for 9.
See, I'm a fan of novelty food carrying devices.
Yeah.
So that's why I might get involved with the $9.99 challenge, just to bring it home as a souvenir.
I need to see somebody's hand next to that box to give it perspective, because those look like little, like it feels like you can hold 3 of those glizzies in one hand.
Yeah,
that's how small they are. And those beer glasses, you said they're 12 ounces. That is a very small amount of beer.
It's a can, right?
No, it's not.
Can is 12.5 or 13.5?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a big numbers guy. But that's the safe bound get around. We're going to go to break. We got a happy hour next. But before we get to the happy hour, I do want to tell you about a special place you can go December 23rd at 2 p.m. That is the Boca Raton Bowl. The Boca Raton Bowl. The Boca Bowl. Do you go Boca Bowl or do you go Boca Raton Bowl when you're just talking about the big game?
I'm a sucker for an alliteration.
Yeah.
Boca Bowl.
Boca Bowl, man. It rolls off the tongue. It rolls off the tongue. The Boca Bowl is going to be December 23rd, 2 p.m. FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. And it's going to be the 12th year for the game. Going to air on ESPN. 2 of the biggest and best teams from the group of 5 battling it out for a shot at the title. If you want more information about the Boca Bowl, go to BocaRatonBowl.com. You can also follow along on Twitter at Boca Bowl or Facebook, Facebook.com/Boca Bowl. That's where you can get all your updates. The 2025 Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd at FAU Stadium. And Chris in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm makes a good point. He says, I think he meant they always have hope to start the season and then they inevitably suck. Talking about those Cleveland Browns. They do enter seasons oftentimes with hope. It goes unnoticed because people don't care as much outside of the city of Cleveland,
They
state
don't get
of Ohio.
the Cowboys treatment from the rest of the world.
Yeah, because think about it. The Jets have the same thing. They come in at most seasons with hope, and it gets absolutely obliterated. The Browns do the same. Remember when people were giving like Myles Garrett like MVP odds and whatnot?
Yeah.
Like there's hope out of Cleveland every year, and they absolutely stink. More Theoretically Speaking, more happy hour on the other side. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Miami is headed to Carolina, and the ESPN West Palm Street team is on the way to Big Shots in Vero Beach. This Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m., watch Miami take on Carolina and enjoy $15 Miller Lite buckets. Plus, we'll be giving away 2 tickets to a Miami football game. So come join us at Big Shots in Vero Beach and enjoy some ice-cold Miller Lites. Must be 21 or older to participate, and please drink responsibly.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Get ready, South Florida. It's the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. Two of the best group of 5 teams go head-to-head in the ultimate holiday showdown. Over 150 players have gone from this field to the NFL. Who's next? Visit BocaRatonBowl.com for the latest, including when tickets will go on sale. The 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium.
Mas Plus by Messi is hydration plus more. A beverage like no other, made to give everyone an extra boost of positivity and inspiration every day. Created by Lil Messi, Mas Plus delivers a balanced blend of electrolytes with natural flavors, no artificial sweeteners or colors, no caffeine, and only 1 gram of cane sugar, plus vitamins with no compromise on quality ingredients. Floridians can purchase Mas Plus by Messi at key retailers across.
Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
A bicycle kick is a risky move, and risky can be exciting for soccer, but not for your money. PNC Bank believes boring is better. It's the smart and steady way to manage your finances and save the excitement for all you want to do in life. See how at pnc.com/brilliantlyboring. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 and proud to sponsor Inter-Miami CF radio broadcasts. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. It is Theoretically Speaking. It's a Feel Good Friday coming off of the wild card series wrapping up in Major League Baseball. 3 games, 3 teams headed home, 3 squads continuing their postseason, including C-Cat's Yankees. C-Cat, who's on the other side of the glass on the 1s and 2s, celebrating victory.
Do you think that there are more people watching and listening to us that like the Yankees or hate the Yankees?
Hate the Yankees.
Yeah, I think
For
that's
sure.
true.
Yeah, because more people just generally, I mean, it's,
If you don't like the Yankees, you probably hate the Yankees.
and I wondered, I mean, how many Major League Baseball fan bases actually have a legitimate gripe against the Yankees? Because it's more than you would actually assume. Like, all right, Astros fans hate the Yankees. Red Sox fans hate the Yankees. I thought Guardians fans hate the Yankees, but Rizzo loves y'all.
They should hate the Yankees.
They should hate the Yankees. Marlins fans hate the Yankees. That's 4.
They probably pack their stadium. It's a problem.
Rays fans.
Rays
5.
fans definitely hate the Yankees. Blue Jays fans definitely hate
6.
the Yankees.
Who else?
When I used to play MLB 2K in like 2011, 2012.
Okay, Unc. Welcome to the unction.
They would have Mets fans obviously hate the Yankees.
Oh, Mets fans,
The
yes, 7.
Yankees rivals would be the Red Sox, the Mets, and then the Angels for some reason.
Ah.
I guess only because they played them in the American League Championship Series in their World Series year. I think Phillies fans probably hate the Yankees because of proximity. Because if you're in North
annoying.
Jersey,
Yeah.
you kind of have a jerk who is a Yankee fan combating with a jerk that's a Phillies fan, and it just kind of works out that way often. Very conflicting personalities. So I think Phillies fans are definitely
9.
up there.
9 fan bases. who hate the
Orioles
Yankees.
fans probably hate the Yankees.
Yeah.
I like Baltimore, and I like that stadium, or that field. So, like, I have no disdain in my heart for the Baltimore Orioles, but they probably feel the same thing because a lot of Yankees fans make their way to Camden Yards to watch the Yankees play the Orioles, especially when the Orioles aren't very good. So, like, it's kind of is annoying for them to take over your ballpark often.
Yeah.
So I think
About 9 fan bases.
which is
That's a lot.
That's a third of the Major League Baseball.
Like,
they have legitimate Dodgers fans.
Dodgers
history.
fans. Do they hate the Yankees. I don't know if Dodgers fans hate the Yankees. That might be strong.
That might start if the Yankees
could
play.
start, yeah.
Actual hate. You're right.
Hate is not. I don't think they hate.
They're not familiar. It's more of like a revered Titans going after by default.
They respect. I think both fan bases, Dodgers, Yankees, kind of probably respect. You know what? Yankees fans don't respect anybody.
Okay.
Y'all show a general lack of respect for anybody that's not a Yankees fan. But I think that Dodgers fans, they don't hate Yankees fans. They don't hate them. It's different. It's different.
Maybe
it's different. It's kind of like my. And this is not apples to apples.
Cardinals fans probably hate Yankees fans because they think they're like the top dog of fans in baseball and this, and you guys are all for show.
They're pretentious as well. Like there's the two most pretentious fan bases in baseball, ironically, the Yankees fans and the Cardinals fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cardinals fans deserve it because, middle America, standing up for their guy. Cardinals fan, they're rabid. They come down here.
Radio matters a lot in terms of Cardinals fan base because the Cardinals were one of the early teams that adopted like radio affiliates not in their immediate city.
Yeah.
Like the radio station I worked for in Oklahoma was and is still a St. Louis Cardinals affiliate, despite St. Louis being 8 hours away.
Yeah. I'll give it to Cardinals fans. They deserve to be pretentious. Yankees fans, it's hard to gauge y'all out because there's enough casual Yankee fans on the peripheral to where I don't want to judge the hardcore fan in the same boat as the casual Yankee fan because y'all just have so many fans. Whereas Cardinals fans, like if I see anybody with Cardinals gear on, they can tell me everything about the 1982 team.
Yeah.
Yankees fans, you just got too much.
That's true.
Too mainstream.
There's so many apples that the odds are a good portion of those apples are going to be bad.
Yeah. And you know what they say about bad apples? One rotten apple spoils the bunch.
Mm-hmm. Is that really true?
I don't know.
There's like a bacteria that spreads just on contact when you go apple picking.
I think.
Please tell me.
Yeah, let me just give my expert opinion on this. I would say no. I'm gonna refute those claims.
Gotcha.
What was that show, Mythbusters?
Yes, I grew up on Mythbusters. That's why I wanted to be an engineer growing up.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up though. I'm gonna go ahead and I have a really good spirit of discernment. I'm very sharp in that way. I'm gonna go ahead and just Mythbuster this thing for you right now and say that one bad apple does not spoil the bunch.
Well, maybe it's the fact that it does. AI overview on Google tells me that they do spoil the whole bunch.
Well, if you leave it in there long enough,
mold can spread directly from a decaying apple to others.
Right, but
even without these issues, the disintegration of one apple cell can start a chain reaction of decay in others.
Just get it out of there.
So what do we got to do with these Yankees fans that are bad apples? What are you trying to insinuate?
Well, you just excommunicate them from Yankee fandom. You don't have to you don't have to get them out of there.
Do we got to do it? You want an IQ test before voting, or is that what you said, or before having a conversation?
Before having a conversation with somebody, I would like an IQ test because I don't want to I'd hate to waste my time arguing something with somebody. It's not that it came off very pretentious. It came off like I was being a jerk, but I more so mean I don't want to have to get into a real back and forth with somebody before realizing, oh, you're just a complete moron.
So there should be a Yankees IQ test.
Yes.
Before you enter Yankee Stadium is what you think. And that would give Yankees fans a good rap.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know who would definitely be in the building?
Who?
Those two knights in shining armor from the 2024 World Series when Mookie Betts reached his glove into the crowd.
Oh, the Thugs. The Thugs.
No.
And the Thugs who are now banished from professional
stadiums. Two very
stadiums.
good Yankees fans that have done more for their organization than 99.999% of Yankees fans, self-proclaimed Yankees fans, by trying to get the ball knocked out of the Mookie Betts. Those are great Yankees fans.
Did you know, C-Cat, according to Cody from Jupiter, the Yankees started out as the Baltimore Orioles, so you're also an Orioles fan, C-Cat.
How about that? I'm also a Highlanders fan.
How about that?
I'll take it.
The Yankees have great branding, though, man. I will say. It's just
how much did Jay-Z do for the Yankees?
Oh,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah. A lot. Yeah, he did. He did a lot.
The same amount that Ice Cube did for the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Or
but people are rocking more Yankees caps than Dodgers caps.
What about you know what? I think the true answer is who wears the Detroit hat?
Big Sean, Eminem.
Okay.
Why? They do? You know what? for as relevant as the Tigers are, juxtapose that to how often you see the Detroit Tigers hat.
Mm-hmm.
That hat gets a lot of play. That's a baseball cap that gets a lot of love.
I was watching Straight Outta Compton a long time ago, and Ice Cube, his son playing him, was wearing, was it a Dodgers hat, or I thought he was wearing a Detroit Tigers hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that did a lot.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's because we.
Please break down the rap scene for me.
Not the rap. I'm not going to break down the rap scene, but hats do not coincide with your sports fandom. Baseball caps specifically, and I will say generally in a certain community, in a certain culture, there's oftentimes, like you see with C.J. Stroud, he's got caught several times wearing Yankees hats,
or it's not even exclusive to Yankees hats. He wears whatever style like he likes. It's weird.
It's not about, when it comes to baseball caps specifically, it's not ever about your team affiliation and your fandom. It's always about, does it match the fit? Does it coincide with either the colors or the colorway of the Jays or whatever you like? It's always about that. Now, I'm not saying we are not a monolith. But I will say that is one thing that kind of goes, hand in hand. And yeah, I think he did rock the Tigers cap in the what is it called? Straight Outta Compton.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when that started a whole wave? Straight Outta Compton started a whole wave of everybody being straight out of everything.
That's
like
right.
T-shirts.
The mall T-shirts.
Yeah.
Straight outta, and then insert your small town. Oh my gosh, take me back.
Straight out of Tifton.
Straight Outta was also around the day and age of live long and prosper. But like,
what's live long and prosper? Is that like a T-shirt too?
Dang it! Now I got to look it up.
I just know Straight Outta was a epidemic.
No. Sorry. Keep calm.
Keep calm and keep calm and pray. I think is the first one.
Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on. People would remix "Keep calm and carry on" with anything. Yeah. Keep calm and root for the Yankees.
Right.
Like, that's something I would post on Instagram in 2011.
We should do that. Should be our show T-shirts. We should just do like Straight Outta, theoretically speaking. Keep calm and theoretically speaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Like this doesn't make any sense at all.
Turn back the clock 15 years. Still internet age, but earlier social media internet age. I'm in.
A little nostalgia. A little touch of nostalgia. I would stop and read a shirt that says something like that. We were supposed to be talking about the Niners and the Rams last night.
Yes, where the 49ers got a win, baby, on Thursday Night Football with Al Michaels on the call.
Is this their
Yeah, it is.
I'm starting to adapt to it.
I don't care at all.
What
I don't like about Thursday Night Football are the Thursday Night Football promos that air outside of Thursday Night Football, where they tried to make Andrew Whitworth and Ryan Fitzpatrick the stars that are crossing their arms saying, Rams 49ers, they might be playing. It might be a divisional game, but the star here, it's me, Andrew Whitworth.
When Whitworth comes to town, everything stops.
Like, listen, you guys are covering the show. You guys are not the show. I think that's important to realize.
We have a Yankees conversation happening in the YouTube chat right now, a little back and forth.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the origin of where the Yankees started. But back to the Niners and the Rams. I get distracted easily, as you can tell. I'm over here reading like 1913. What's on that? All right, so Niners-Rams last night. Mac Jones. Mac Get Jiggy Jones. I don't want to say that he took Brock Purdy's job last night because he didn't, and he would tell you the same. What I can say is he further outlined a point that everybody's been making since the Brock Purdy extension became a thought, and then it was signed, and then it was sealed, and it was delivered. Purdy is replaceable. That is not to say Purdy's not worth the amount of money that he makes. That is not to say that Brock Purdy is also a bad quarterback. Purdy is replaceable. There are replaceable quarterbacks, and then there are irreplaceable quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, irreplaceable. Patrick Mahomes, irreplaceable. Josh Allen, irreplaceable. Dare I say even a guy like Dak Prescott, supercomputer, irreplaceable. Brock Purdy, replaceable. Jared Goff, replaceable. I mean, this is going to sound a little disrespectful towards Purdy, but I would say Baker Mayfield is more irreplaceable than he is. And that's not a diss at him. I do believe he's worth the money that they paid him because that's what you pay a starting quarterback in your league when you want to commit to them long term. But Mac Jones came in and did exactly what Brock Purdy would have done in that game, maybe even better, and that delivered a Niners win. You don't think so?
We should let the audience take a listen to what Mac Jones had to say.
Finally.
When offered the option or maybe opened the door to where are you essentially the starter?
I think, they brought me here to play as a backup, and that's my job. And Brock's the starter of this team, and right now he's dealing with something. And for him to go out there last week and play when he probably wasn't at full health, like he cares about this team. So I'm just trying to get some wins for him so it helps us down the line. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like I've been in his position, I've been a starter, and you want your backup to go in there and win because at the end of the season, that could be the hit or miss between a playoff or not. So.
If Brock Purdy's making Mr. Irrelevant money, that is not the answer for Mac Jones.
Oh, yeah, no.
Brock Purdy's a starter because he's making $53 million a year.
That is the sole reason why.
That's why that door is not opened, at least through the mouth of Mac Jones.
It's not open through the mouth of Mac Jones or through the call of Kyle Shanahan either because he was part of the decision-making to extend Brock Purdy. You don't extend him to that amount of money to then bench him after 1, 2, 3, actually, performances by Mac Jones. The Niners 3-0 with Mac Jones starting this year, 1-1 with Brock Purdy. Mac Jones was the guy that Kyle Shanahan wanted when they drafted Trey Lance instead. Mac Jones, and that's the truth.
That's dangerous.
I know. That's bad. The one that got away came back, and he's playing extremely well. 8 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has a extremely high completion percentage this year for the Niners. Like Mac Jones.
I didn't even realize that that's who Kyle Shanahan wanted when he drafted Trey Lance.
No, yeah, that was the whole thing.
All right, so let's get right back into a metaphor right here.
Yeah.
You're in high school. Got a big crush on someone. They were in a relationship. Dang it. You got that town late. She was already in a relationship, never really had a chance at. 10 years down the line, you're worried about creating a family. You don't want to settle, but you also don't want to pass up on this opportunity with this one girl who you've been dating for a long time, and you know she makes sense, and you know that she cares about you. She is not necessarily the first person you came to mind and envisioned if you looked back 15 years ago about who you want to spend the rest of your life with, but you pop the question, you're engaged with this girl 10 years down the line.
Yikes.
And
that old thing gets open, it gets freed up.
She moves back into your town.
Uh-oh.
And that girl that you had a crush on is now single.
That's trouble.
And your fiance is out of town on a conference.
Oh, that is trouble. Trouble is a brewing in the Bay.
And now your heart is at a crossroads.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan's heart's at a crossroads here because his settled for fiance is out of town.
Oh.
While his
don't do it.
High school crush is right there wearing a tight shirt.
It ain't. Oh, don't do it, Kyle. I don't know what Mac Jones would look like in a tight shirt. I'm sure it wouldn't be pretty.
No, we've seen him without a shirt on, with a cigar in mouth.
He's got that Mahomes dad bod going. Here's the issue, though, for Kyle Shanahan. So the situation you outlined for Shanahan, I think when the Niners traded up for the 3rd pick, remember it happened before the day of the draft, and it was reported right after they made the trade that they did that so they can select Mac Jones. We all collectively laughed. We all collectively laughed at that notion. And at some point between the trade that they made and the day of the draft, it was a shift in the Niners front office, in their think tank, in their draft room, and they shifted to Trey Lance because of the tools. And that was the whole thing. You don't draft a guy like Mac Jones at number 3 because he's not toolsy. He's not, a guy that does the extracurricular. He just does what is told. He's more of a puppet than he is, a magician like Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, those kind of guys, even Baker Mayfield. So it feels like Kyle Shanahan always wanted Mac Jones. They forced his hand and they draft Trey Lance. Trey Lance doesn't pan out. So who does he fall back on? Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, who is similar to Mac Jones. And now that Purdy's hurt and Mac Jones is playing and playing well, I do see a scenario in which they come to a crossroads and they got to figure out which one of these two guys they're going to keep. And he's stuck with his fiance because his fiance has guaranteed money that they just locked in on. His fiance is making $50+ million a year that he is now attached to, whereas Mac Jones,
non-refundable deposits on the wedding venue.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And the issue is like, you don't even have that quote unquote ring with Brock Purdy to validate it. You have an appearance, you have close to but not enough, and you have a lot of injury-riddled seasons. He's got to stay 10 toes down with Brock Purdy, but I do wonder if that means you keep Mac Jones as your backup, as a security blanket, because Purdy has been injury-riddled, or do you try and trade him for capital to improve the team elsewhere? Because it does feel like, especially if we get one more good Mac Jones game, he might be worth like a second-round pick.
Right.
He might be worth it. Yeah, he's a former Pro Bowler.
The added insurance of having a quarterback who is a plug-and-play, not losing stride because of a quarterback injury is a big luxury.
It's true.
How much are you willing to pay for your backup quarterback to keep him? It's not going to be as much as someone's going to pay him in free agency to be their starting quarterback.
That's the issue.
Right?
You can't pay Mac Jones. And I was trying to look it up to see what I think he's on a 1-year deal. So is it worth it to keep him as security through the playoffs and through the end of this season, knowing you're not going to be able to bring him back next year? Maybe you get a compensatory pick, or do you trade him to a quarterback-needy team like the Bengals and get some kind of draft capital back now, or a player or something? I don't even know if you can get – maybe you package – ooh. What if you're able to package Mac Jones and somehow knock on the Bengals' door? I know y'all not paying Trey Hendrickson this offseason.
One more time. Sorry, I'm not too loud.
Here we go. I know y'all. Here, knock again. I'm knocking on the Bengals' door.
Hello.
I know you're not paying Trey Hendrickson next season.
How do you know that?
Because you ain't paid him the last 2 off seasons. Because you're cheap.
Good point.
Because you're cheap, and if you're cheap, and if you're bargain shopping for a QB, I got Mac Jones for you. I got Mac Jones that can step in and do what Jake Browning hasn't been able to do. Whether it works out for them or not is their problem. You ship Mac Jones and something, and you bring back Trey Hendrickson to replace Nick Bosa, who's out for the season, and the 49ers might be onto something. Swing for the fences. I do want to tell y'all about Safe Balance Moving and Storage before we go to break here, closing things out on the happy hour. If Mac Jones gets moved to Cincinnati, I know the place he should rock with, Safebound Moving and Storage. Now, they typically work within the confines of Florida. I'm sure Safebound Luxury. Call on Safebound Luxury. They make the move for them. Expert team in art handling, special event moving, luxury retail, as well as high-end residential. You are safe with Safebound. They're trying to use Mac Jones as a safety blanket, security blanket. No. That dude might be playing his way into being a starter in this league.
Well, Mac Jones probably used Safebound when he moved from Jacksonville to San Francisco.
That's probably what
happened. He was a Jaguar last year. That's from Florida.
If he's a smart man, because that's how Safebound Moving and Storage works. Whether you're moving out of the state, into the state, or within state lines, Safebound Moving and Storage has the expertise, the experience, and the 5-star customer service that you can rely on. How do I know? My little sister used it. She moved from South Florida to Atlanta. She was able to pick up her stuff, get it moved for her. She didn't have to lift a finger. She didn't have to end up, with a sore back, with nicks all up along the doorways and whatnot, because you don't know how to professionally get it done. No, you lean on the professionals. You are safe with Safebound. They're family-owned. They're based out of West Palm Beach. Safebound Moving and Storage, safeboundmoving.com. Cats and dogs. C-Cat attacks on the other side. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3. ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
In sports and in life, how you move matters. So when injuries or pain get in the way, the orthopedic specialists at HSS Florida provide world-class care to get you moving again. From non-surgical and surgical care to personalized rehabilitation, HSS Florida offers the same quality and expertise you expect from HSS, the world's #1 in orthopedic care. With 2 convenient locations in West Palm Beach and Wellington. Learn more at hss.edu/Florida. Choose better, move better.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
It's Tina. You know how important it is to keep your car running. And when it comes to my car, I only trust St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been taking care of South Florida for over 50 years, and they're still family-owned. Need new tires? They've got all the big brands. Battery issues? They've got it. Cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and even commercial fleets. And if you ever get stuck, their 24/7 roadside emergency service is a total lifesaver. Go see my friends at St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. They'll keep you going.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information, or just say,
Hey, Culligan
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
This Halloween, the scariest thing on your team shouldn't be your books. Don't be scared. Jay Zolo and Associates is here to exercise your bookkeeping nightmares. With QuickBooks Online and expert care, let Jay Zolo bring your books from RIP to MVP. Let the only skeletons you deal with be the ones in costumes. Visit jzolo.com today. That's JZOLLO.com.
Time now for the coolest moment of the week. Presented by EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDS is yes.
All right.
Duran pops it up, giving chase and making the catch and flipping into the Red Sox dugout. What a catch by McMahon!
Ryan McMahon falling into the Red Sox dugout, catching a foul ball. That is now an out. That was one of the biggest plays of the night as the Yankees get the win over the Red Sox. Your EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing coolest moment of the week.
David versus Goliath.
Be a dog.
Rocky versus Apollo Creed.
We don't need no meow.
Average Joe's versus Globo Jim.
We don't need no cats.
Seacat versus the Sports Book.
We need more dogs.
Underdogs are the lifeblood of sports. And every week, Seacat gives you the underdogs that will shock the world. Welcome to Cats and Dogs.
Uh-oh. Seacat, you're going against one of our Cover 5 picks, and I'm not happy about it.
We're going to start elsewhere. One thing I can't stand is traitors. You think they're on your side. When you need them the most, they vanish. They stab you in the back when your back's against the wall, defying all laws of physics. You need someone to trust. But the Buffalo Bills are not someone I can trust. As a New Yorker, they are the enemy. But Seacat, they call themselves New York's only true football team. Their stadium is in New York. Not true about the Giants. Not true about the Jets. All right, I'm listening. But what is it I saw today? You know what helped them be New York's only football team, supporting your baseball team in New York, in the Bronx? Earlier today on Twitter, the Buffalo Bills tweeted ahead of the Yankees-Blue Jays playoff series, "Good luck in the playoffs of the Toronto Blue Jays." Good luck to a foreign invader to New York Yankees baseball. Wrong country, Buffalo. Wrong team to support. I don't care about your proximity to Toronto. You are New York. You are from the US of A. That is north of the border, and you are in the wrong. But how about some stats to back it up? The last 3 games that Josh Allen has played against the Patriots, the games have been inside 6 points. 8.5 is the line in that game. The Patriots are 8.5-point dogs in Buffalo. So if you are an intelligent bettor, you say, oh, it seems like this is going to be a one-score game. I should bet on the Patriots. And you would be right. But your heart should tell you, you know what? Screw the Bills. Yeah. The Patriots are going to win that game. That place is going to be packed with Boston Red Sox fans who are chomping at the bit for a modicum of success after watching their baseball team lose a couple of days before. Take the Patriots plus 8.5 and take them on the money line as well. You'll get a great price. Also, some sharps are all over the Patriots on that line, so you're going to like that too.
A 3-hour drive from Orchard Park to the Blue Jays Stadium, a 6.5-hour drive to Yankee Stadium. It's proximity, man.
That's garbage, and they know it. We now go to Monday Night Football. 82% of the money is on the Chiefs to cover on the road in Duval County. The Chiefs had their season on the line going into last weekend. The Chargers were the favorites in the division. The Chiefs were 1-2 with a loss to those very same Chargers. But in one day's action, that flipped. Chargers lost the game that should have won against the Giants. The Chiefs blew out the Ravens. They're back, right? The Chiefs restoring to order is back. Wrong. It's the most obvious letdown spot of all time. The Chargers are a good team. The Chiefs beat a good team, the Ravens. Next week, they're looking forward to a really good team in the Lions. The Chiefs are looking in the rearview mirror, and they're looking 2 miles down the road. But in front of them is a great Jacksonville Jaguars team. Trevor Banks Stadium, it's going to be rocking. Did I forget the most obvious reason the Chiefs will lose outright on Monday? Their Hall of Fame tight end does not have his priorities in check. His fiance released an album last night, and that's all he's going to care about. You think he's going to be breaking down film? Not a chance. Take the Jaguars plus 3.5. Take them on the money line plus 165. That's Cats and Dogs at an expedited pace. While you're at it, take the Yankees to win the series in 4 games or less, plus 150.
Wow. By the way, that last pick, until I heard that, I did not realize that 82% of the bets are on the Chiefs. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good sign.
No.
That's a terrible sign.
So we'll stay away from the.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah. No. I get it. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not talking about what they're seeing. I'm saying what I'm seeing, and maybe I'm wrong. That's going to cook us in cover 5 if that doesn't work out. It won't cook us, though. They won't get blown out.
No. But you know where we can make some dough?
Yeah.
And that's on your friendly little Prize Picks app.
Prize Picks. Download the app today. Let's play. Let us play. I just gave out some Prize Picks plays, and we'll be posting these to social as well. These are 4 picks that I like for this weekend, 4 player stat projections that you can use. How does Prize Picks work? Well, all you do is take a stat projection. You pick between 2 and 6 different players, and you build lineups. Those lineups can win you money, $10 for 30, $5 for 60, depending on the probability of these stat projections working out for you. You pick more, you pick less, and that works out. Let me give you a couple of plays I like. Omarion Hampton, he's been good out of the backfield as a rusher, but also as a receiving back. 20.5 receiving yards, more than Omarion Hampton against those Commanders. They got slow backers. I like that. Another one, Teteroa McMillan, more than 59.5 receiving yards for the Carolina Panthers. The Dolphins might as well be starting you and me at defensive back. Those are just 2 of the many plays. You'll find more of them online. Check my website at Theo Dorsey TV on social. Prize Picks, use promo code THEOD. You get $50 in lineups for free when you play your first $5 lineup. Go in love, go in peace, go enjoy. Win some money this weekend, fellas and ladies.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends